class. Today we are going to learn about English speaking again. Before that, I will remind you that in the last meeting, I give you the task to write your own story about your holiday. Do you remember that? And then today, I would like to give you a time to read each of your story one by one at this class. Before that, uh, I will give you some motivation that in the speaking you should make sure that you have a confidence to telling a story, to telling something, and then you should make your story being interest so everybody that hear that have an interesting to hear and to want to know about your story. And then you should give the specific where do you go, what do you do there, and then who is your partner in there, and then what you get at the time when you go there. For example, I go to the zoo in my holiday with my family, and then I have some good experience. I look around of an animal, for example, like that. So you should make it specifically, and then if you can, at the last of your story, you should add, you should mention what do you plan in your next holiday, or where do you want to go in your next holiday. And then it can be a point of each part in our subject, the speaking in English. So I think you can try it for the first one who can tell their story in this class. Okay, I think you give your best story. You all give your best story in this class today, and some point that I should share to you about the storytelling. You should make sure that your story being interest. I will remind you about it. You should make sure that everyone there in the class, in this class or in the room, at the time that you telling your story, being interest, have a interesting about your story. You should make sure that your story is not just a normal story, but you should telling it with more creative, to more interesting, so you can get an attention from your audience. And I love all of your story today. It's such a good story. It's a great story. So the point of today's is about how we made our story and how we tell our story, being a such great story, being an interesting story, and how to telling in the audience, in the class or in the meeting, and then make the audience being interested about our story. And you did well today. I'm glad to you all. And for the next meeting, maybe I would like to give you some homework, some assignment to write your dreams in the future, and then you should tell it in the class in the next meeting. So make sure that your story, your dream, is a great dream. It is a interest story that you can get an attention. You can get much interest from your audience. Thanks for your attention in this class, in this meeting, and goodbye, class.